They say family is where love begins, but sometimes it's where respect ends. You ever open your doors hoping for one peaceful holiday? Just laughter, calm conversation, maybe a little wine by the fireplace, and instead watch your entire home unravel in less than a minute. That was supposed to be my Christmas. A calm night in my carefully decorated home, dinner with my parents, quiet joy without drama. But the moment my sister walked in with her children, my sanctuary turned into a battlefield, and by the end of that night, I learned something that would change my life forever. Family doesn't always protect you. Sometimes, family destroys you. My name is Sabella Moore, though everyone calls me Bella. I'm 33, single, and work as an operations manager for a regional distribution company. Not glamorous, but steady, and enough to buy myself a beautiful townhouse on the edge of the suburbs. It's my safe space, my retreat, my peace. My family? It's small. My parents, both retired school teachers, and my older sister Natalie, who's 36. Natalie has 3 boys, Jacob, 10, Ethan, 7, and little Liam, just 4. Natalie's been divorced for 3 years. She scrapes by with child support and a part-time job in digital marketing. But her real philosophy, the hill she will die on, is no rules. Kids should be free, she always says. Free to shout, free to break, free to destroy. On paper, it sounds like independence. In reality, it's chaos, pure chaos. I've babysat the boys more times than I can count. Jacob hogs every screen in the house. Ethan raids the kitchen like a raccoon on caffeine. And Liam, sweet, innocent Liam, can scream at a pitch that makes glass vibrate. Boundaries? Non-existent. Respect? Optional. And if I dared step in, Natalie would swoop in like a lawyer defending criminals, telling me I was too controlling, or that kids will be kids. So when this holiday season came around, I made one rule: adults only. My home, my rules, my peace. The first cracks. It started quietly enough, weeks before Christmas. One Saturday morning, Natalie dropped the kids at my door with a breezy smile. "Just a few hours," she said. "I've got meetings. I'll be back at 6. By 11:15 a.m., my home looked like a crime scene. Jacob had the TV remote glued to his hand, flipping channels like he was speed testing them. Ethan had dumped half my fridge onto the counter, sticky jam everywhere, and Liam was shrieking at my poor cat because it wouldn't play fetch. And then, the vase. A handcrafted ceramic vase I bought in Spain, placed carefully on my coffee table, one of my most treasured keepsakes. Ethan spotted a foam ball, tossed it to Jacob, and before I could react, the vase exploded on the floor. Shards everywhere. My heart sank. The boys froze. Then Jacob smirked. "Oops," I snapped. For the first time, I made them all sit. No screens, no snacks, no toys. Just silence while I cleaned up the mess. For 3 hours, they sat there sulking while I picked up every broken shard of my patience. When Natalie returned, she didn't apologize. She didn't scold her kids. She looked at me like I was the problem. "Bella, it's just a vase. Kids break things. Lighten up." That laugh, that dismissive laugh, burned inside me. The holiday disaster. Christmas Eve arrived. I had been planning this dinner for months. Roast turkey, cranberry wine, candles glowing, jazz in the background. Just adults. My parents were thrilled. Even a couple of close cousins RSVP'd. For once, I thought I'd get to enjoy the holidays without chaos. The doorbell rang. And there she was, Natalie, and behind her, 3 boys with grins like bandits. "Surprise!" she sang. In less than 30 seconds, everything collapsed. Jacob lunged at the dessert table, scooping food into his hands. Ethan cranked my new Bluetooth speaker until the walls shook. Liam screamed because his juice wasn't in the right cup. Guests froze, horrified, unsure whether to intervene. And then, disaster. A flying remote smashed into my brand new sound system. The one I saved months to buy, shattered, destroyed. I stood there, numb. Natalie? She laughed. It's an accident, Bella. Kids break things. Don't be dramatic. That was the moment something inside me broke too. This wasn't about toys, vases, or speakers anymore. It was about respect, about boundaries, about being treated like my home mattered, like I mattered. I grabbed Natalie's arm, pulled her into the kitchen, and whispered, "This ends now. Take them and leave. They are not welcome here. Not today. Not ever again." Her eyes widened. "You can't be serious. They're just kids. It's Christmas." "Fun is not wrecking my home," I hissed. "Fun is not humiliating me in front of guests. Fun is not laughing when your children destroy everything I worked for. Get out." Her jaw tightened. She gathered the boys, muttered about me being heartless, and stormed out. The door slammed. Silence filled the room. And for the first time in years, I felt peace. The fallout. I thought that would be the end of it. But the next morning I woke up to a storm. Natalie had posted photos online of the boys crying on her couch. The caption? "My sister kicked us out on Christmas. She hates children. Who does that?" Hundreds of comments poured in. Sympathy for her, judgment for me. People called me cruel, cold, selfish. And then came the text. "Bella, you're tearing this family apart. You're vindictive. You'll regret this." I stared at the screen, trembling. But this time, instead of apologizing or doubting myself, I typed back. "If you can't respect my home, you don't belong in it. Boundaries aren't cruelty. They're protection." For once, she had no comeback. The shift. The weeks that followed were icy. My parents tried to mediate, but even they admitted they were exhausted from Natalie's chaos. Extended family whispered, unsure what side to take. But here's the truth. For the first time, I wasn't scared of their judgment. I wasn't bending to guilt or manipulation. I had set a line, and it held. And something unexpected happened. My home became peaceful again. My dinners became joyful again. And slowly, my parents and cousins started to understand. Not because I convinced them with arguments, but because they experienced the difference. Without chaos, there was harmony. Without destruction, there was connection. Natalie tried to guilt me, but it didn't work anymore, because deep down, I knew this wasn't about kids being kids. This was about respect being optional in her world. And in mine, respect is non-negotiable. That holiday changed everything. I learned that love without boundaries isn't love, it's servitude. I learned that saying no isn't cruelty, it's the highest form of self-respect. And I learned that family isn't defined by blood alone, it's defined by the people who honor your space, your time, your life. Do I still love Natalie? Yes. But love doesn't mean endless forgiveness when respect is absent. Love means telling the truth, even when it hurts. And my truth is simple. I will not let chaos rule my life anymore. So when the next holiday comes, the table will be smaller, the conversations quieter, the laughter gentler. But it will be mine, truly mine. So, that was the Christmas I stopped being the doormat. The Christmas I chose peace over guilt. Tell me, what would you have done? Would you forgive Natalie, or stand your ground like I did? Thanks for watching Tales Between Time, where every story hides a twist you never see coming. Don't forget to subscribe. Your next story might just change the way you see family forever.